Top 12 hidden wonders of Asia you must see in your lifetime. These are not famous postcard destinations. No Taj Mahal. No Bali beaches. No Great Wall. Most people think they've seen Asia. They haven't. Because Asia's greatest wonders don't announce themselves. They hide beyond roads, beyond crowds, beyond comfort. Some are difficult to reach. Some are barely spoken about. And a few feel so unreal, they challenge what you believe is possible. Stay until the end, because the final place doesn't feel like Earth at all. The Hang Son Doong Sister Caves, Vietnam. The world's largest cave isn't the only secret underground. While Son Doong gained fame, its surrounding cave network remains a realm few have entered. Endless chambers stretch beyond imagination, hiding underground jungles, rivers, and collapses so vast that clouds form inside. Visualize this. Drone footage swoops through narrow limestone entrances, then suddenly opens into massive caverns. Sunlight pierces in, spotlighting underground waterfalls. Mist swirls through the air, moving like slow, deliberate ghosts. The echoes of dripping water, distant subterranean rivers, and the scent of damp earth create a world that feels both alien and alive. Time slows here. Humanity feels incidental. This isn't a cave, it's a universe that fell inward. Lake Kaindy, Kazakhstan. A forest drowned and perfectly preserved. High in the Tian Shan Mountains lies a turquoise lake where tree trunks rise straight out of frigid water. A century ago, an earthquake submerged the forest, freezing it in time. Drone shots glide over the glassy water, catching the reflection of jagged, icy peaks. Fog rolls across the lake like phantom rivers. Underwater cameras reveal branches suspended beneath the surface, fish weaving through ghostly forests. Every angle whispers the sensation of eternity paused mid-breath. Standing here, you feel like an intruder in a frozen dream. Haunting, beautiful, impossible to forget. The Phong Nha Backcountry, Vietnam. Beyond the tourist caves lies something older and far more dangerous. Deep in central Vietnam, a labyrinth of karst jungle stretches over mountains, riddled with unexplored caves, sinkholes, and rivers that swallow sound. Compass needles waver, paths vanish without warning. Even local villagers avoid certain areas. Picture aerial shots, mist clinging to cliffs, streams slicing through limestone canyons, and shadows that stretch unnaturally long. The jungle feels aware. Birds vanish, and only the hum of insects punctuates the tense silence. Phong Nha's backcountry teaches a lesson. Nature is not obligated to accommodate curiosity. It rewards respect, patience, and humility. The Mughal Road Ruins, India. A royal road swallowed by mountains. Once a passage for emperors, the Mughal Road winds through remote Himalayan terrain, where stone bridges crumble and caravanserais lie empty. Mist rolls in quickly, consuming cliffs and paths alike. Silence dominates. Imagine a cinematic dolly shot. The camera glides along fractured cobblestones, over archways long abandoned, catching fleeting rays of sunlight cutting through drifting clouds. Each broken stone whispers tales of emperors, caravans, and lives swallowed by history. This is a corridor into the weight of centuries. The limestone spires of Guilin, China. Sharper than imagination. Beyond the familiar river cruises, rugged limestone spires rise like jagged knives, isolated from human convenience. Villages cling to narrow corridors between rocks, paths so thin a single misstep could be catastrophic. Drone footage rises above these peaks, catching wind-swept clouds slicing between cliffs and rivers winding like silver ribbons. Shadows lengthen as the sun dips, revealing deep fissures and craggy surfaces that feel alive. In these unvisited zones, China is not decorative. It is formidable. The Zanskar Valley, India. A place reachable only when rivers freeze. For most of the year, Zanskar remains isolated, cut off by snow and terrain. Winter brings frozen rivers, across which locals traverse on foot or with sleds. Villages cling to cliffs, monasteries perch above valleys, and silence dominates. Cinematic tracking shots follow villagers crossing frozen rivers, wind whipping snow into blinding curtains. Panoramas reveal snowbound monasteries perched impossibly high. Zanskar teaches patience and humility. Here life moves to its own rhythm, ancient, unforgiving, and beautiful. The Danakil Depression, Ethiopia, one of the hottest, most hostile places on Earth. Sulfur lakes glow green and yellow. The ground bubbles. Air stings like fire. Few places remind you so directly that humans are not meant to inhabit everywhere. Drone footage drifts over shimmering salt flats and steaming volcanic fissures, capturing surreal colors that feel like another planet. The sun blazes overhead. Heat waves warp the horizon. Danakil is not a challenge for comfort, it is a reminder of the raw, untamed power of the world itself. The Altai Mountains, Mongolia, Russia, China border, where borders disappear and cultures blur. The Altai Mountains stretch endlessly, silent, untouched. Nomadic herders roam freely. Snow leopards hunt unseen, rivers carve deep valleys. Peaks rise like time crystallized. Cinematic drone shots sweep across endless snowcaps at sunrise. Horses stir mist over frozen plains. Night footage shows the Milky Way dripping across the sky. Here, the human footprint is light. The mountains endure. Visitors leave with respect and understanding. Some places are measured not by conquest, but by humility. The lost city of Lop Nur, China, a city erased by water then desert. Once thriving along rivers, Lop Nur vanished as water shifted, leaving streets swallowed by sand. Satellite images reveal geometric outlines, yet no trace of life remains. Dust covers everything. Silence dominates. Imagine slow motion tracking shots across sand-swept streets, the sun casting long, brittle shadows across collapsed walls. Walking these remnants feels invasive, yet impossible to resist. Lop Nur doesn't feel abandoned, it feels erased, as if memory itself refused to linger. The Kamchatka Valley of Geysers, Russia. A land still under construction. Steam vents explode without warning. Geysers erupt violently. Subtle tremors ripple beneath your feet. Few ever reach Kamchatka. Fewer leave unimpressed. Drone and gimbal shots follow rivers of molten rock, boiling springs, and smoke curling skyward. Wildlife treads carefully. Mineral-stained ground glows with hidden heat. Standing here feels like observing creation itself in progress. Every hiss, every roar, every tremor commands attention. The hidden monasteries of Mustang, Nepal. Carved into cliffs. Forgotten by time. Upper Mustang hides caves and monasteries etched high into rock faces. Monks lived here in near total silence for centuries. Some caves require ropes. Others remain sealed, guarding secrets from history. Cinematic flybys glide past cliffside prayer flags fluttering in wind. Shadows play across red-stained walls as sunlight creeps in. Silence amplifies every whisper, every footstep. The cliffs themselves feel like guardians of memory and devotion. The empty quarter Al-Khali, Arabian Peninsula. The most complete silence on Earth. Stretching across Saudi Arabia, Oman, and the Way, this desert is endless. Dunes rise hundreds of meters high. No landmarks. No mercy. Drone shots rise above endless sand seas. Slow-motion footage shows shifting dunes sculpted by wind. Heat waves warping the horizon. Every step leaves fleeting evidence of presence. Shadows shift like living waves across sand seas. The silence carries weight, profound, absolute, and humbling. Here, humans are reminders, not masters, of the planet's vastness. These places aren't famous because fame would destroy them. They survive because they remain unknown. Asia doesn't need to impress. It waits. The greatest journeys aren't measured in photos. They are measured in how deeply they unsettle you, how profoundly they shift your sense of scale, and how silently they demand respect. If this journey through Asia's hidden wonders changed how you see the map, support the channel with a like. Subscribe for cinematic travel stories that reveal places most people never think to look for. No crowds, no cliques, just the world, undisguised. I'll see you on the next journey.